What's up, everybody? Welcome to Poetic Deafness.
I just popped a cork. Yes.
So yeah, I went into my interview today, right? Oh my gosh, like yesterday I had the second part of the interview, and I passed it, whatever, alhamdulillah. So today, I went to the site to go for the third and final interview. So like I get to the building. So I get to the building and I'm kind of like lost because I don't really know what door to go to. I don't really know what stuff to go to. So I'm following the map. No, the map is pretty accurate, but I parked kind of far. So I'm thinking like, okay, I parked by the door, but I didn't see that I passed up the first door. So I'm like, okay, I saw that door kind of, but I'm not really for sure if I was supposed to go at that door. So I get out the car, I walk I walk for like a good minute, and then I see the first door. So I'm going up the steps and I said, hey, you know, I'm here for my 10 o'clock interview. And yo, dog, the lady that I was supposed to have the interview with, she was like, hey, what's her name? I told her my name, and I was like, I'm here for an interview with Amanda. So she looked, right? She was like, oh, my name is Amanda. I'm like, what? Dog. I know I didn't forgot my age and whatever, but dog, I never forgot my name. I'm like, oh my gosh. That was funny. I hope everybody is doing really well today. I hope everybody is doing awesome. I hope everybody is having an amazing day today. And if you're not, blessings. And cursing you with so much positivity and goodness today, inshallah. So, what am I up to today? Oh snap, I gotta go to the laundromat before work. I gotta go.
Know what you doing, whose feelings that you hurting and bruising. You gon' gain the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you losing? Be careful.
So what's up, y'all? I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit, man. Yeah, where do I even start? I honestly feel like, I'm sorry, I'm really in a habit of just looking at the screen instead of looking at the lens. So I really gotta get used to that. I honestly feel like some people don't deserve kids. Why? It's because they don't know how to treat them, man. Like, you can't just go about every day just beating your kids just because. Like, nah. Like, kids hurt. Kids have feelings just like adults do. You know, no difference. The only difference is, you know, adults are able to fend for themselves and kids aren't. That's the only difference. And it sucks. So many kids are being like abused, being hurt by the hands of their caregivers, their guardians, their parents, even their siblings, family members. And you know, in a lot of cases, nobody is sticking up for these kids, man. Like, nobody is sticking up for these kids. You know, some of these parents are just out here just witnessing their kids being abused and not doing anything. Like, it's exactly the same as them abusing their kids themselves because of the fact that they're not doing anything to protect their children, man. If children had the power to just get off, you know, the attacker or whatever, they would have done that by now. And that's the thing, like, kids can't fend for themselves. Like, half of the time they can't even tell you what's going on, what's wrong, or anything. And it's sad that, you know, if your child tells you that she doesn't want to go to X, Y, and Z's house because of the fact that she doesn't feel comfortable, or he doesn't feel comfortable, or, you know, or they give some sort of odd, you know, response or odd reaction. So when you say, okay, ooh, let's go over, you know, cousin Joe house, or let's go over, you know, Auntie Mary house, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and they just, you know, give you a crazy look or act weird, take heed upon that, man. Like, there's a reason that your child is acting like that. Like, they're not acting like that just because. Obviously something happened, and maybe they can't physically say exactly what happened. Maybe they're too ashamed to say exactly what happened. Maybe they're too hurt to say exactly what happened. But if your child is telling you she doesn't want to go to X, Y, and Z house, or he doesn't want to go to X, Y, and Z house, don't take them to their house. You can't leave your kids with any and everybody. Like, you can't do that. I don't care. Like, if you feel as though your teens or your 20s or whatever was ruined because you've had a child, either willingly or unwillingly, that doesn't excuse the fact that you're being an irresponsible parent. Like, I don't even have kids, and I'm so protected of my nieces and nephews because of the fact that I know what can happen in the hands of family. And it just makes me mad and sad and just heartbroken when I'm out in public and I see a parent just talking to their kid however they feel as though they can. Like, no, you can't do that. Like, I understand that that is your child, and I may not have a place to tell you how to raise your child, and I'm not going to tell you that, but you can't be calling your kid, you know, any and every type of name in the book. They feel that, and then eventually they start to believe it. And it's sad. It really is. Because this is something I see more than I would like to admit. Like, I've dealt with it as a kid. Like, my mother calling us every and any type of name in the book. And it scarred us. I'm not gonna lie and say that it didn't. It scarred us. And she may not understand that it did. And maybe she was only raising us the best way that she knew how. But sometimes emotional abuse is far worse than physical abuse. Why? Because you can physically abuse somebody without physically killing them, and sometimes you can go to the extent of actually killing them. However, nothing get more scarred than a person's ego, than a person's spirit, than a person's emotions. You know, like that doesn't get more scarred than that. Because if a person believes that, you know, if a person being told that they're nothing, that they're worthless, that they're of no use, then they will absolutely begin to believe it. They will begin to believe it. Versus if you're just beating a person for the hell of just beating them, because you're just a sadistic human being, it's so easy for that person to have kids and still not, you know, not physically abuse their kids, if you get what I'm trying to say. I mean, it makes sense to me, but I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, I was once told And this is like a saying that will forever stick with me. The body can be beaten for years and years, but the soul can only bear so much. Which means you can physically be somebody, and you can physically be somebody, you can physically be somebody. But once you start to emotionally scar someone and to emotionally do damage to somebody, there is a 70% chance that they may not ever go away. It's because a lot of psychological issues and a lot of psychological diagnoses are brewed from things that a person deal with when they're young. It's sad. Sad when I see like little kids. I hope this leaves you all well. And hope it's something to think about. See you later.